Keep your hand in Namaskar Mudra. Let us start the starting prayer. Sahana Bhavatu, Sahana Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Gently rub your hands. Keep on your face and open your palm. The smile face. Hari Om, thank you. Thank you once again, all the participants who and all joining the seminar, Mindful Meditation. So in this time, I want to introduce about our OORDHVAM and its faculties. So OORDHVAM in continuous service. More than 500 participants successfully they have trained as a yoga trainer. So it is a wonderful platform. They are qualifying YCB coaching and faculties. So at the present time, the faculties, importance of yoga faculties are very much needed in the society. So OORDHVAM having already served to qualify the faculties around 500 plus and 50 plus batches. 50 plus batches we have conducted yoga therapist and also yoga instructor. So it is a government recognized certified program. So who and all can interested, they can join, and we will give the WhatsApp number for your contact. You also can become a qualified teacher. And who and all want to start a profession as a yoga career, they also can able to join and they can get the benefit. And we are having the well enriched faculties, knowledgeable and doctorate faculties specialized. And our OORDHVAM is founded by Dr. Kaushik, PhD in yoga. He also UGC net qualified and also state coordinator for yoga competition. He is experienced in IT industry 15 years. Myself, Sendil Kumar Selvaraj. So I am in senior manager in working in Ayurvedic sector, and also I am MSc biochemistry and MSc yoga in SVASA. I qualified level 3 and 6. T. Saravanan, he is a PhD scholar. He is also international yoga evaluator and judge. He is also MSc yoga. He is a gazette officer in defense services. Dr. Venkatakrishnan, he is a PhD in yoga and MA Sanskrit and yoga therapist. Mr. Suresh, he also working in defense, MSc yoga, yoga therapist. And Dr. Subha, PhD, MSc in yoga therapy consultant and assistant professor in Savita Engineering College. K. Kavita, she is a PhD scholar, 30 years experience in IT industry and yoga, MSc yoga and PG diploma in yoga therapy and Panchakarma therapy, MSc psychotherapy, UGC net qualified. Dr. Abhirami, Bachelor of Dental Surgery, yoga teacher, and she is an gold winner in the national and state yoga competition and championship. Gautami, yoga teacher and evaluator, yoga therapist, and also she is trained from Bihar School of Yoga. Kartika, she is an yoga teacher and evaluator, prenatal specialist. Swarnalata, Dr. Swarnalata, PhD in yoga, qualified YCB level 3. CB, he also yoga therapist, and A.R. Ratnam and Karthikeyan, Sangeeta, they are all our well-renowned faculties. They are supporting our OORDHVAM. Okay. So thank you once again for all of you to join this seminar. Just I want to introduction about Dr. Smita ma'am. Namaste and a very warm welcome to everyone joining us today through OORDHVAM Ascending Yoga. It is my privilege and honor to introduce our esteemed speaker for today's session on mindful meditation, calm mind, clear thoughts, balanced life. We are all delighted to have with us Dr. Smita Trigun Kulkarni, a distinguished professional with a unique blend of administrative experience and psychological expertise. And we are all, the Smita ma'am holds a PhD in psychology and MSc in yoga, MA clinical psychology, masters in journalism. He served with distinction 22 years in the beyond her administrative career. She dedicated to the field of psychology and also yoga therapy and mindfulness training. She is recognized trainer in the Department of Personal Training and Government of India. Ma'am is 22 years experience, service done in Revenue Department as a retired deputy collector, and Madam associated with Yashoda, the Apex Training Institute, Government of Maharashtra. She trained numerous officials and professionals. She also founder of director of Adimaya Foundation through she's continuous providing service for individual and well-being. Today topic is especially relevant in our face-based world, whereas stress, anxiety, distraction, all overloaded in our common challenges. Through her vast experience and deep understanding of psychology and yoga, Dr. Kulkarni will guide us in understanding how mindfulness can help cumulative for greater awareness, emotional balance, focus, and inner peace. On behalf of OORDHVAM Ascending Yoga, I extended a heartiest welcome to Dr. Smita and express our gratitude for accepting our invitation, sharing valuable insights with us today. Ma'am, we are honored to have with us. We warmly welcome and request kindly to take over the session. Over to you, ma'am.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for nice introduction, Senthilji. Uh, at the outset, I am very thankful to Kaushikji, Senthilji, and entire Urdhvam team. I am associated with Urdhvam team when I was doing yoga certification. I have done yoga certification level 3 and 6 with Urdhvam, and my daughter has also completed her level 3 exam with Urdhvam. They are really very sincere and dedicated faculties, and I really appreciate them. And at the outset, I'm really thankful for giving me this opportunity. Now I will share my screen so that as I go ahead, you can see some images. Yes, is it visible now, my screen?
Yeah, ma'am. Visible.
Yes. Okay, okay. So, welcome everybody and namaste to all. Let us first discuss what is mindfulness, and before that, uh, why mindful matters today. We will discuss some points on that. When we look at the current scenario, the modern mind, we all will agree that we do have information overload, digital distraction, stress and anxiety, and constant future oriented thinking and reduced attention span. Some of you who are the YouTuber might know that They say that in current scenario, you may create only the content which has a 3 minute our attention span. Only for 3 minutes we can watch something. Otherwise, again we start surfing the next thing. So this is very important. And mindfulness means the research findings are that nearly 47% of waking life is spent in mind wandering. Uh, I think all will agree that many a times our mind get distracted or it's wandering all over and overthinking. And from yogic perspective also, we often talk, Maharshi Patanjali has given this definition of yoga, that is yoga chitta vritti nirodha. So we have to pay attention to your mind, and our mind has five chitta vrittis. Maharshi Patanjali talks about it. So let us first discuss what is mindfulness is. So here you can see two images. The left image is the current situation of all of us. And I will be going through mindfulness definition, which help in resting mind, intentional, ground, healthy attitude of ours. So really, what is mindfulness? Mindfulness word itself is now very popular in the Western countries, and especially one professor emeritus of medicine, that is John Kabat-Zinn. You can Google his name. He was the creator of the Stress Reduction Clinic and the Center for Mindfulness in Medicine. So actually in Western countries, he popularized this term mindfulness. But actually this concept is invented by our forefathers. But we, many of us know little about, means we are not so much familiarized with this concept. So when you we utter the word mindfulness, there is a word mind, isn't it? So here to mind is the verb, and it is used as the verb it is, and you may be familiar with this verb because many a times we say that mind your own business. What does we mean by that? So you do not pay attention to us, you pay attention to yourself, right? Mind your business. Or other times when we visit or travel by metros or local trains, there is a continuous this thing announcement is there: mind the gap, mind the gap between that footboard and platform. Have you heard it? Yes, that announcement is there because this is the announcement. What does it mean? What does it mean? They are asking us to pay attention to that gap. To mind means paying attention. So mindfulness is the paying attention to present moment. And why this instructions continuous announcement in metros? Because many a time traveler have wandering mind, thoughts of past and future. So our attention is wandering to past and future because of continuous thoughts, and we have thoughts about past and future. That is the unique ability of human being. All other animals really do not have such type of thoughts, and they are always in present moment. Yes, do you agree? Because animals doesn't have this ability, only we have that ability to ponder upon past and future. So is it a nice or not good? That we will see ahead. Okay, so we have thought about future, and that is really helpful because we can we have thoughts about future, we can imagine the future, we can plan the future, we may have thoughts about the past. Those are the what we called as memory, and we can learn from those memories also, and that is not at all bad always. Okay. But always wandering in the past of or future is really bad, because it you may have those thoughts, and means you're not paying attention to the present moment. Then our foot means, if we are traveling by metros and we are not aware of our step, then uh, what will happen? We may have cramp, or we may fall, right? So whenever we are doing something, we have to pay attention to the present moment. Now, this mindfulness is very important in today's area, because we should spread this awareness in the today's arena, because technology is increasingly increasing distracting our mind, and we are collecting lot of information from internet or social media. But because of too much information, we have more distraction, and our attention span is reducing. Now, deep studies are lacking, and one study has said that I told you about the YouTube content, that our attention span has decreased, and more than 3 minutes, it's very difficult to have attention on one on that particular thing. So mindfulness is very useful for all in this area. It is useful for student, it is useful for researcher, college going students, housewives who are doing different works, because mindfulness is very important. Mindfulness is about in mindfulness is inbuilt in yoga practice, because many of you in this group are the yoga practitioners. When you practice yoga, you have to pay attention while you doing any posture or pranayama. You are paying attention, but it should not be restricted only to the yoga practice, because when you are not doing yoga, uh, or when you are walking, cooking, when you are studying, you have to pay attention to your action. If you are walking and paying attention to walking, then it is said that mindfulness walking. But when but if your mind is distracting or wandering here and there, then you are walking mechanically. It is not the mindfulness walking. So when you notice it and when you pay attention to your walking movement, then uh, one area in our brain, many of you must be uh, familiar with this concept, but when you are paying attention to anything, uh, this brain area starts working. It is called as dorsolateral prefrontal cortex. This is your attention center, right? So whenever you pay attention to anything you do, you are paying attention. So this attention center is working. This center is very much important for the executive function. Now you will ask, what is the executive function? The executive function, when you are doing anything deliberately, that is called as executive function. So that time, this dorsolateral prefrontal cortex is active. And in modern age, one disease is spreading like a pandemic, more than corona. We all might have known to this, that is called as depression, right? So today in India itself, 6% are depressed. 6% people are depressed. So, and the new research show that when there is a depression, this area, this pre dorsal prefrontal cortex, this area gets shrunk and not working properly. And that is why people with depression, if pay attention to this area, because in depression, many a time, depression or anxiety or any emotional disorder, our mind is always wandering here and there. So, it is very important to pay attention to this area. And when we start paying attention to this area, there is another term, what we call as neuroplasticity. It is very, very important term, and you are requested to just Google it and what neuroplasticity really does. So it is the brain's lifelong ability to recognize itself by activity. So with the help of this neuroplasticity, it means that we can give exercise to our brain and it will improve the functions of different regions in the brain. So that is why when we use mindfulness, it is also a therapy helpful in all emotional disorders like depression, anxiety, panic attack, phobias, or other post-traumatic stress disorder, and to reduce all emotional disorders. So this area is very much important. Dorsolateral prefrontal cortex, and mindfulness training is the exercise to this area. So paying attention while doing yoga postures is useful, but it should not be restricted to yoga practice only. That means many people say that I am doing yoga for 1 hour in the morning. Pridely we say, right? But after that practice of 1 hour, if our mind is always distracted, then it is not good, isn't it? Because we are doing yoga, but after doing that 1 hour, entire day we are disturbed or mind is distracted. So one should pay attention to all the activities throughout the day. So when taking a bath, one should pay attention to the body movement, touch of water, soap. When one is eating, we should pay attention to our hand movement or taste of food. When we are drinking coffee, we should pay attention to the taste of that coffee. So throughout the day, we should remind ourselves that I have to pay attention to present movements. And when I do this, again and again, this dorsolateral prefrontal cortex get activated, and it is useful for psychological health as well as physical health. And now this is the brain area which is called as default mode network. I think I have the figure of that. Just a minute. Yes. So this entire area along with this 4 region is called default mode network. So when you are not paying attention, this network means different regions, that 4 regions you can see in the image. These 4 different regions in your brain gets activated, or they are active when this default mode network is active. So when we have wandering mind, we have thoughts about past or future, and these areas are active, and neuroscientists have named it default mode network because similarly when you start your computer, it starts with default mode, isn't it? When you start your computer, so similarly when you wake up from the your sleep, this brain area, that is default mode network area, it get activated. So neuroscientists have named it as default mode network. And when you wake up, you have many thoughts. Means you will say, I have to brush now, then I have to take bath, or so you have different thoughts as you wake up. when you have different thoughts, you have these different regions in your brain. They get activated, and you can see and understand the functions of this region. So, this default mode network is not always bad, actually. Because of this network or your wandering mind, because sometimes that wandering mind is also helpful, isn't it? Because of this wandering mind, you have different ideas, right? And it is very useful for abstract thinking. And when you have different ideas for useful creativity, the medial, prefrontal, and postfrontal singular cortex is in this is very active. Prefrontal cortex and anterior and posterior, both singular cortex get activated. It is developed only in human beings, and other animals do not have this actually part developed. So that is why we have creative ideas, actually. Now there is another part you can see in the image, posterior and anterior singular cortex. This part means this part. Now I spoke about the prefrontal cortex. Look at this part. This is the me center in the brain. So whenever I have thoughts about myself, what I will be doing 1 hour, or what I will do tomorrow, or where I was yesterday, in all these thoughts, there is a I component. And whenever I have thoughts about myself, this anterior and posterior singular cortex is active. So whenever my mind is wandering, I have thoughts. Many a times you must have observed that when we have a wandering mind, basically they are the thoughts about ourselves, myself, and it is a part of default mode network. So now there is another region. There is a, you can see in the image, this is the hippocampus. This is the main memory area in the brain. So memory not only in the brain, but stored all over our organs throughout our body. And this hippocampus area is like a search engine. In Google search engine, you can search anything, means whatever it is there on internet, it gives you all information. So similar, this search in hippocampus, when our mind is wandering, we have lot of memories, and most of our thoughts are about these memories. Hence it is a part of default mode network. It is very, very important concept that understanding default mode network is very important. One more part again is very important, that is amygdala. You may be finding it very means technically overloaded terms, but in mindfulness meditation, or to understand the mindfulness concept, these four parts are very, very important. So this amygdala, it is a part of default mode network, and one more part is, and this amygdala is a danger center in our brain. Danger center means what? It is always noticing if there is any danger in our body and our outside inside world, and whenever it feels any danger, it reacts, and because of this reaction, we have different biological emotions like fear, anxiety, anger, as well as also sexual distraction, attractions, or all these reactions. Because these are, and it is absolutely normal to have, because these are our natural instincts to survive and to reproduce, right? So those emotions get created because of reaction of this part, that is amygdala. So now you can observe that when your mind is wandering, you have different emotions and different feelings in your mind. So this is because of this amygdala. So whenever our mind is not in present moment, and is wandering in past or future, this path is active. So it is useful for creative ideas, but if this entire area, that is default mode network, is overactive, because overactive default mode network creates anxiety, depression, obsessive compulsive disorders, as well as mental stress, right? So now, while doing any habitual work, we have distracting thoughts, then our default mode network is in the brain, is always active. And when you are working, you are also, means when you are doing any activity, that DMN may be active. Similarly, when you are doing any habitual work, so remember, when you are doing habitual work, you have to remember, you have to pay attention in that moment. If you do not, because many a times, many drivers who drive the vehicle, they are driving it mechanically. They are not paying attention. So the number of accidents is growing day by day, isn't it? So it is very important to train this. So when you are paying attention to your brain, you are knowing what you are doing. So that is called as mindfulness. The first most important action or message today here, as we should pay attention to our action, and otherwise we are prone to depressed. And because there is a research in psychology, actually the I think Killingsworth and Daniel Gilbert from Harvard University, they have performed one research. They used an iPhone web app to gather, actually, they gathered about 250,000 data points on subjects, thoughts, feelings, and actions as they went about their lives. And they performed this research, and this is a really an eye-opener research. They encourage common people to participate in the research and volunteer to to get participation. And there were 2,250 subjects ranged from 18 to 88, representing a wide range of socio-economic backgrounds and occupations from all class. There were poor people, middle class people, rich people. And what they were asking them, they were asking three questions to them. What were they? These questions. First was, what are you doing in this moment? That was the first question. Then second question was, is your attention is in the present moment? What you are doing, if you are paying attention to it. And then third question was, are you happy or unhappy? And what were the observations? People spend almost 46.9, means 47% of their waking hours thinking about something other than what they were doing, right? And this mind wandering typically make them unhappy, because they said we are not happy. Because even if, means if bad memories, or if they are brooding over how what will happen in future, they are not happy. And even if good memories, but they are not in present tense. So at this moment they are not happy, right? So this research is really eye-opener research. Unlike other animals, humans spend a lot of time thinking what isn't going to around them, contemplating events that happen in past and might happen in future, or may never happen at all, right? But they were thinking for that. So indeed, mind wandering appears to be human brain's default mode network operation. Here, wandering mind is not a, means it is both cause and consequence. Means in depression, we can see that it is both cause and consequence. So, uh, all of you are requested that we should practice mindfulness to prevent such emotional disorders, depression, or anxiety, and will not, because for these depression, anxiety will not be having any vaccination like corona, isn't it? It is not because of any virus or bacteria. It is because of our brain, that is our that our habit create depression. So, one small exercise we'll do now, and then I will continue further. Just follow my instructions, and I will now ask everyone to participate in this very, very simple exercise. Whenever you are doing anything, we have to pay attention what we are doing. Uh, so, now request everybody to keep one hand on your chest and one on the abdomen. Just sit straight, and you can see the image how that girl is sitting. So just relax yourself. Keep both hands, one on chest and one on abdomen. Relax for a while, and please now close your eyes. Now pay your attention to your hands and notice natural movement of your chest and abdomen as you inhale and exhale, going inside and outside. With hands, it is more easy to pay attention to the chest and abdomen. When you notice your breathing, that is very good. This means you are giving rest to your default mode network. Notice that breathing is going inside and outside. Just keep on watch on your hands and feel your breath. Now, for next 30 seconds, you have to count your number of breath. So when breath is going inside and outside, then count 1. That is 1 breath cycle. So you are paying attention to your natural breath and you are noticing breath movement. Now I will keep watch on 30 seconds, and now you can start counting your breath. 30 counts. Thank you. Now you may open your eyes and can remove your hands from the chest and abdomen and relax. Now you have counted these numbers. So this number of breath you may remember and practice this just for 30 seconds, only 4 to 5 times throughout the days. Because when you are doing such a simple and small exercise for 30 seconds, your default mode network is rested. So you can do it when as you wake up, or you can do at 11 a.m. or successively. And when we are thinking that, because when we are thinking, or our mind is wandering, that default mode network is burnout, and it needs rest. In Google Workplace, every means there is a tradition that one good breath for per hour. So you can also, you may follow this also. We can pay attention to present moment, and breath is always in present moment, right? Why we are concentrating on breath here? Because it is always there, and it is always in present moment. So as you pay attention to your breath, you give rest to your DMN, and this is a simple exercise of mindfulness to start with, because breath is always with you and you cannot forget your breath. So wherever you go, you are now, you just have to recall and pay attention. So you can practice this day by day, and just request to spread awareness. Paying attention to our natural breath is very important, and our forefathers actually, because at the start Senthilji said that actually this is a meditation only, but why we are, because mindfulness means meditation is always done mindfully, and our forefathers have already spoke about it, right? So when you pay your attention to the present moment, just now, which what research I have told you. So they say that actually in many philosophical and religious tradition of ours, they teach that happiness to be found by living in the this moment, and practitioners are to resist mind wandering and to be here with now. So that Killingworth and Gilbert note in Science that these traditions suggest that wandering mind is an unhappy mind, and this new research, the authors say that, suggest that these traditions were right, because when research tell you something, you trust them, isn't it? Our forefathers has said it for many years, but if Western culture tells us something, we are more on that we can trust. So here conclusion is, we have to teach our mind to be at present. Now mindfulness meditation is that teaching. You are now you are listening to my speech, isn't it? Then you are a mindfulness listener. When you notice that your mind is wandering past or future, then again you can pay attention to my speech, because when I am speaking, your mind may be wandering. Now it's already 11:40, 45. Senthilji must be thinking that whether she will end on time or not. In between thoughts will go and come, but I will take another 10-15 minutes. Okay, so you can pay attention to my speech. So after some time, because after some time your mind gets wandering, means now we have done exercise that is for was only for 30 seconds. That time you must have concentrated. But if you keep doing that, continue that exercise for another 3-4 minutes, then it will difficult, and your mind will start wandering. So when you notice that mind is wandering and you pay attention to that is a celebrating moment actually. Do it again and again, and it is a celebrating moment. It will improve your focus, your attention. It will improve your concentration and will reduce your distractions. Okay, so I will just show some slides. So, neuroscience of mindfulness, we have seen these four parts of our brain. Default mode network, when it is active, there is a rumination, worry, mental noise, then distraction in visuals. Research finding about neuroplasticity. If we do a meditation regularly, It is associated with increased cortical thickness, better emotional regulation, enhanced attention network, improved resilience. And in yoga also we say that abhyasa shapes personality and consciousness, isn't it? So what are the benefits? Actually, one slide I have missed. Three pillars of two pillars of mindfulness. First, we have seen in this exercise, that is awareness, what we called as sajagata. We are aware of our breath, our body sensations, sounds, that is called as awareness. Now, second concept is very important because this is the second aspect, important aspect. First is awareness, and second important aspect is the uh, accept what is the happening in your body and mind, and strengthening your observing self is very important. Body awareness means what? Observe entire body. If there is any pain or aches, or there is heaviness, palpitation in chest, or those are very all body sensation, that is something happening in your body. So what here in expected in sakshi bhava or witness, do not react to any sensation as good or bad, and when there is aches or pains, do not react to it instantly. But in mindfulness practice, what we have to do, just be aware. We can observe where it is itching sensation or where it is not. You are observing your body as a third person. So of that development of observing self, that sakshi bhav is very, that is the second aspect in mindfulness meditation. Use this form now as a psychotherapy in mindfulness meditation. We teach client who have anxiety as well as stress, and this development is very important. When we speak that physical self, whenever you have that thought that I am tall or I am small, so these thoughts are related to our body. Mental self, when if we when you say that I am happy, angry, or what you are thinking, that is related to mental self. But here in mindfulness meditation, that observing self is very important. You are experiencing body sensation, you are also experiencing emotions, you are reacting on it, but you are not reacting on that whether they are good or bad. So this is the observing thoughts, observing self, and mindfulness actually strengthens this observing self. Neuroscientists said that when you are observing and accepting your Brodmann area table, it gets activated actually. So mindfulness function is to activate this. So body and mind, when you are activating this part, you are reducing activities in your default mode network as well as in amygdala. And when amygdala is active, depression, anxiety in brain are there. But when you are observing and accepting your mind and body, then mindfulness is called as the psychotherapy. So also in Ayurveda also, if any Ayurvedic background doctor is there, they called about the Smruti Vibhransh. Here you have to observe yourself. So lastly, we again will be doing last 10 minutes meditation. Before that, just we'll see the benefits of mindfulness meditation. Psychological benefits, it's reduce stress, anxiety, reduction depression, and actually all emotional in all emotional disorder. Mindful practice of mindfulness meditation is very important. Physiological benefits, it lowers the cortisol. You can get better sleep. lower blood pressure. Then cognitive benefits, better attention, improved memory, executive functioning, what I have already told about you. Social benefits, empathy, communication, and relationships are improved. So again, we will go. Any yoga therapist working here, they can go this attention training. In yoga therapy also, for stress management, hypertension, anxiety disorders, chronic pain, and lifestyle disorders, we can get help of mindfulness meditation. So these are some references. You can go and read whatever, means extended reading is expected from all of you because you are all yoga enthusiasts. So I do request to go through these references. Now last exercise we will do and then we'll stop. Again, uh, we'll do some exercise. We'll start from earlier exercise only. Just close your eyes and relax. Sit straight. Keep one hand on abdomen and another on chest. That is the starting point of mindfulness meditation. We are now experiencing that Sakshi Bhav, right? In earlier exercise, we just paid attention to our breath. So just now you are, along with your breath, we are noticing what is happening inside our body. Close your eyes. Take a deep breathing. Inhale and exhale. Now we are noticing what is happening to our chest and abdomen. And whatever happening inside and outside, we are just observing and accepting. You are not changing the speed of breath. You are just observing and accepting. Now pay attention to your entire chest region and notice if there anything happening other than movement of breath. So you have placed your hand on your chest. Notice changes inside. Feel the touch of hand. It is the easiest sensation to notice. Notice that touch and notice if there is any other sensation in the chest, palpitation, pain, heaviness, or any burning sensation. Just observe curiously what is happening at the chest at this moment. If there is any sensation, don't react to it that it is bad. Just observe and accept. Now shift your attention to the abdomen. Notice touch of your palm to the abdomen. Take your attention to the entire abdominal region and notice if any other sensation, burning, itching, pain. In between, your mind may wander and have different thought. It is very, very natural and obvious. Do not give importance to those thoughts and keep your attention again and again to your body. Some thoughts may be created by some emotions. Any new sensation aroused, keep your open attention to your entire front body now. Shift your attention to entire front body and notice if any sensations are there. Now shift your attention to the entire back of your body, lower waist. Touch any pain, itching, burning sensation. Pay attention to those sensations, but do not react it or do not label it good or bad. Now pay your attention to the neck and throat. Is there any pain? Can you notice anything in your throat? If there is any sensation, do not react it to bad. Just observe its boundaries. Now shift your attention to your entire face, chin, lips, cheeks, eyes, and ears. Is there any sensation? Just know that sensation, accept it. You can feel touch of the air. Is there any wandering thoughts? But again, focus your attention. Now we can further go deeper. Focus your attention just below your nostril, over the upper lip. We have two types of attention, open attention and focused attention. This awareness is very, very important. Reduce space of your attention to smaller parts. Now, can you notice touch of your breath? Air going inside and outside. Could you concentrate on this area? Notice. If you notice, it is okay, and even if you do not notice, it is absolutely okay. But you should practice this again and again. So if you notice the breath, this is the sign of progress. When our mind is disturbed, we get different sensation in the entire body. And this is a very, very important step. Spread your awareness in entire face, head. Spread awareness now from into the entire body. Head to toes, spread your awareness. Become aware of your entire body and know that different touch points. Can you feel these different touch points? Head to toes, toes to crown, different touch points, sensation in the entire body, toes to legs to the crown. Observing, just we are observing and accepting. We are now just strengthening our observing self, and similarly, you can pay attention to your attention. We may have distracting thoughts in between, but again, pay your attention to the entire body. Just accept. You may be having some thought, diffuse all the thoughts. Do not react, good or bad. Do not have any feelings. You may be having different feelings. You may be feeling bored. You may be feeling happy, peaceful. Just pay attention. Happiness. Observe and accept. Observe and accept. continue this for 1 more minute. Hari Om. Thank you. Now you may open your eyes. Just remove your hands from the chest and abdomen and relax. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your wonderful session. So I observe one thing, up to the airflow and inhale, exhale, and also that heartbeat. So everything I observed. So hope all of the participants also observe the same feeling. So now the mindful session we have experienced, and also we have get the knowledge of the traditional and with the modern, blending with the modern science, and very well explained. And I saw, and also I have noticed there is 100% mindful focus I observed in the participants. And so now anybody having questions, you can ask. Ma'am will.
Yes, one point to add, when activity of that default positive network, default mode network is decreased, then actually task positive network, that is TPN, gets activated, and that part, that is task positive network, that active part, when our mind is very peaceful and default mode network activity is decreased, then this task positive network gets activated, and it is related to that alpha level actually. Yes, that's all.
Really, very great explanation. By having the knowledge of psychology and with yoga and mindfulness. So any participants having questions, you can ask. You can raise your hands so that ma'am will give answer. Anybody having any questions? It is open for 2 minutes.
Or you can respond also how you like, have you understood or not, and how you will use this actually. Practical thing is very, very important.
Yes. So in the comment section, I given the link for registration, and also please wait. Some important announcement is there at the end of the session, and WhatsApp group also is there for the frequent quick updation, upcoming events and webinars. So you can join our WhatsApp. You will get your the video updation and also recordings and PPT also. You can get it there. And you can any query you can contact Dr. Kaushik, WhatsApp number given. So do you have any questions?
Fully understood or
So really the technique was very practical, demonstrable, and also very useful for to realize our mindfulness.
Actually, Senthilji, there are many small, simple exercises. Means that five senses we can can meditate on that five senses one by one. Use that. So that is also very means nice exercises are there. You can Google and have read about it.
Hope you understood and experienced that mindfulness. Anybody having questions, you can ask. Otherwise, you can.
Yes, sir. Hello. I have a question. May I ask?
Yeah, please, you can proceed now.
Yeah. Hello, ma'am.
I
It
will
was a
try
very
to answer. Yes.
yes, of course. I'm sure you will be able to. It was a very nice session, madam. I have a question. I was wondering whether being Ashtavadhani and being mindful, is there any contradiction in it then, or how is it related?
No, why you are thinking that it is a contradiction?
Because in Ashtavadhani, like your attention is at the same time simultaneously on many things and the same level of efficiency. And in mindfulness, you are concentrating on current a specific activity. So,
Yes.
is there any?
Yes, no, as I have explained that
Uh,
overactivity of that default mode network, then it is dangerous. And now
okay,
is we what we because Ashtavadhani is also because we are all are doing multitasking, no, in this current area. Or many
yeah,
a times about women, we say that they are Ashtavadhani and doing many things.
Ashtabhuja.
Yes, Ashtabhuja. So that is very important. But now what is happening? We are overloading it. Yes,
Okay,
overactivity of this default mode network give rise to anxiety or depression or any emotional disorder.
oh,
So this is the remedy because in our forefathers have also actually I forgot that this concept is given in given by Buddha. Mindfulness meditation concept is given to the world by Buddha, and he in Pali that is Sati we call, and in Sanskrit Smriti is the similar word for mindfulness actually.
okay. Thank you, madam. Thank
Yes.
you.
So, Padmashri Parulekar.
Yes.
Mute me. Okay. Namaste, madam. I am attached with madam for quite some time now. It is almost more than 2 years, I think. And she takes every Thursday. She takes Samoha Sadhana. I'd done her course in Omkar Sadhana, and I have one basic question. At the age of 60, I'm going hayway, trying to gather and go into spiritualism. But I did a course, this from Vipassana course in Pune, Swargate, for 10 years. I just want to know, ma'am, whether there also they keep on telling us Sakshi Bhav. So is Vipassana, Sakshi Bhav and mindfulness meditation the same?
Yes, Goenka Guruji again and again tell this very precisely. So it is the similar thing actually. Base is that
Ma'am, when I do your Samoha Sadhana, I like to follow your instructions. It is a short while, but when I did Vipassana, when they say Arya Maun, and for 10 days there was no eye contact with anybody or any other expression by writing or words or anything, it was really very difficult for me because for 10 days continuously from the materialistic world to go there, I used to continuously cry. I had only tears and tears. But I think that is too big, एक मोठा घास म्हणतो आपण जसं, too big a morsel to digest. So I have started with you with your Thursday Samuhik sadhana and my practice on my own. For that is almost, I think it takes only 10 minutes. I'm really very happy with my achievements, though it is a big way long journey to go. I still have I do a lot of overthinking. So can you please, I mean, will mindfulness meditation help me to curtail my thoughts and
yes.
slow down my thinking
Yes, in
process?
mindfulness, because there are very simple exercise. Because in Vipassana, that 10 days are really very difficult. Because I do remember when I was at Yashoda, that is Apex Training Institute for Government of Class 1 officers, we used
Okay.
to send participants for Vipassana forcefully for 10 days. And if they are not ready for this inward whatever we do in
Journey.
Vipassana, it is very difficult, and some officers could not complete the course actually because it is too much for them. So it is
True.
very difficult. So it is the next step actually. But if you start these small exercises of mindfulness, it will happen because what we are doing in Thursday meditation, we are doing that focused meditation. It is a one
Yes, yes.
meditation, right? Similar way we take one alamban, that is Omkar, or in Tratak Dhyan we are focusing our attention on one object, right? It
Right.
is called as focused meditation. But in mindfulness, we are not just we are accepting what is happening, because many a times chanting is done mechanically by some sadhaks, right?
Yes.
So mind is wandering and just they are saying om and om. So it will not happen. So along with that focused meditation, if you practice mindfulness, then it will be easy for you to go in that thoughtless kshan.
Stage. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yes.
sir. Thank you very much. Great job, ma'am. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
So thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your wonderful explanation. And also, what I have personally understood, we have to minimize the distraction of the thoughts. In between, some thoughts also coming, practically speaking. So this mindfulness helps us to understand those distraction, and we have to extend our mindfulness. And so in this time, thank you once again for all. And I want to announce that upcoming details of webinar. So this is our next webinar, which is the time change to 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. And yogic living in the Periya Puranam. It is some great epic. This is and it is a timeless value for modern life. So what is giving in the literature? What is our modern life? We have to understand. For that purpose this seminar will be useful. And the next seminar is Ashtanga Yoga in Yoga Sutra and Tirumandiram. So in Patanjali Yoga Sutra, whatever it is explained about the Ashtanga Yoga, Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. The Ashtanga concept is explained in this seminar taken by Yoga Ratna, Dr. S. Shankar Narayanan. And this next seminar about Periya Puranam, Yogic Living, it is taken by Dr. K. Anuradha. So kindly attend those seminar. The time will be changed to 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. So please associated with our Yoga Sangha group, WhatsApp group link given in the chat box. And don't forget to join. Lot of updates will be available. And in this time, it is the end of the session. I want to give the vote of thanks. Okay, so namaste everyone. As we come to the end of this enlightening session, it is my pleasant duty to propose the vote of thanks on behalf of OORDHVAM Ascending Yoga. I extending our heartful gratitude to our esteemed speaker, Dr. Smita Trigun Kulkarni, for sharing her valuable knowledge and insights on mindfulness meditation, calm mind, clear thoughts, and balanced life. Ma'am, your unique blend of experience in psychology, yoga, and mindfulness, public service has made today's session both inspiring and practical. You beautifully explained how mindfulness can help us navigate the challenges of the modern life with a greater awareness, clarity, emotional balance, and inner peace. Your presentation has provided us with the valuable tools that we can apply in our daily lives. We sincerely thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us today and for generously sharing your wisdom and experience. We are grateful for your presence, and I would also thank all the participants who joined us today. Your enthusiastic participation and attentive listening, interest in learning made this session meaningful and successful. My sincere thanks to Dr. Kaushik sir and the entire Urdhvam Ascending team for continuously creating opportunities for learning, growth, and well-being through such valuable programs. Finally, let us carry forward the key message from today's session to cultivate awareness, remain present in each moment, and develop a balanced and peaceful mind. So now we will go for the closing prayer. Kindly, everybody sit in a comfortable meditative posture. Close your eyes. Namaskar Mudra. Deep inhale and exhale. Asato ma Sadgamaya Tamaso ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Gently rub your hands on your face, gently massage. Open the palm, the smile face. Hari Om, thank you once again all. Kindly register for your e-certificates I given in the chat box link, and kindly contact any queries Dr. Kaushik who are all interested in YCB courses. You can contact this number. Kindly note it down and join our WhatsApp group for further updation. Hari Om, thank you all. Thank you, Dr. Smita ma'am, once again for a wonderful session, and thank you for everyone. So I'm ending
Thank you
the.
so much, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you all. I'm ending the session. Thank you.
Thank
Hari
you,
Om.
sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.